Hello again. How's it going? If you're watching this video, you're watching it because you either missed the day, or which is 10/5. It's Monday, October the 5th. You either need to catch up on some notes that you might have missed in class or might have forgot to do, or you are just doing it for review. It's good to have you for today, for the October the 5th. All you need to do is do the warm up. It's only 3 questions, won't take you that long. Then click into the French and Indian War notes, and then you'll have them here, although they won't be completed like these are. All we're doing is we are just completing some sentence stems. Tomorrow you won't have sentence stems. You'll have to make your own sentence stems. But that's all we're doing today. And let's get into it real quick. So, salutary neglect was whenever England left the colonies alone to govern themselves, and that worked out very well for them. That they were able to kind of tolerate that mercantilism. You remember, mercantilism is where England was using them for economic gain, the whole triangular trade thing, where they were sending finished products back in exchange for raw materials and making some serious cash off of that. Also, we can't forget, unfortunately, the slave trade that England was doing, in making money off the southern colonies as well. Um, and so that worked out. That worked out very well for so long. But then a huge major event happened, and it changed salutary neglect to where England was forced to kind of stick their nose in the colony's business, and it was all about money. Okay, so let's get started, and it's going to be called the French and Indian War. If you can't see the title up here of the slideshow here, so England, right here, they have the colonies here, but there was a huge problem. There were too many people there, and so since there were too many people there, well, they had to go somewhere. So they wouldn't go north because there's no farming opportunities out there. They wouldn't go east because you can't live in the ocean or on the ocean. And then you have south. It was Spanish Florida. They didn't really go over there, so they went over into their rivals' area, France, specifically the Ohio River Valley. The Ohio River Valley is full of rich, fertile soil that they can make a serious amount of money on. And so the colonists who crossed over the Appalachian Mountains, that's this boundary here, the Appalachian Mountains. Those who crossed over the Appalachian Mountains went over into the Ohio River Valley to make some serious, serious money. The Native Americans, they sided with the French because the French just wanted to trade with them and not take their land. And so you have 2 questions to answer on your notes here. I will pop the notes up later. That way you can just pause it and get them. That way we can just go through this as fast as I can and make this video as short as I can. So the colonists take action under Washington's leadership. 150 colonists fought in battle, to battle the French near the Ohio River, but they were defeated. Washington almost lost his life. Now, a lot of people are wondering why Washington was a soldier to begin with. He came from humble means, and what that means is his family wasn't too terribly wealthy. And he decided, the best way that I can get ahead in life, the best way that I can make a better life for myself is to join the military and just work my way up that way. And it worked out pretty well for him by doing that because he did wind up becoming president. Once that happened, Benjamin Franklin was like, I think we need to come together as colonies because right now we as colonies are doing our own thing. So Maryland is doing its own thing. Get out of the way, Washington. Maryland is doing its own thing. Virginia is doing its own thing. South Carolina and North Carolina are doing their own thing. And so yeah, I mean these colonies were not joined together. They were all British, but Virginia did whatever it wanted to. Maryland did whatever it wanted to. And Franklin was like, I don't know if that's a really good idea because if, let's say that France attacks New York, well, Pennsylvania's not going to join in because Pennsylvania is only looking out for Pennsylvania. Virginia, the most powerful of the colonies, they're not going to do anything because, they don't want to, deal with their problems. And Franklin was like, well, if we don't join together, then our colonies, all this stuff is not going to make it. And so he decided, what, we need to come up with a plan. We need to unite the Albany Plan of Union. You'll see that behind me there. It says Union, and that's the key word. If you know what Union means, then you're good to go for that. And then England officially declared war on France, and of course, you need to know 100% that this was all about the land west of the Appalachian Mountains. By the way, for this class, we're only going in one direction. We're going actually on this slide here. We're going west. We're going to go west, 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 west. That's where we're going. And so we're going west into the Ohio River Valley, and England wanted that land. They were not doing too well with the war until this dude by the name of William Pitt took over. He took charge, and he said, England's going to pay for this war at all costs. This land is too important, so England's going to back the war. But unfortunately, England had to borrow money to do that, and so they were in debt. And guess who's going to pay for it? Right here. The colonists are going to pay for it, and that's what's going to cause some serious problems. So the main 2 points you need to know for today is, number one, the war, the French and Indian War, was over land, specifically the Ohio River Valley, west of the Appalachian Mountains. And number two, England is going to make the colonies pay for that war, and salutary neglect is no longer there. England is going to start putting their nose all up in the colonies' business, and it's going to be a big, big, big ordeal. All right. So the notes. Let's go here. The notes here. All you need to do is fill it in. I'll let you pause the video here. If you need to, let me slide it up so you can get that part there. All right, and then this part here, let you do that. The only thing is that this here, you're going to have to give your own answer because it's asking when you spent too much money on something and you later regretted it. So this one you're going to have to do yourself, but all these other ones, you can just pause the video and you should be caught up, ready to go for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to finish these notes. I have a quick activity for y'all to do, and then after that, on Wednesday, we'll do a quick review. We'll take a quiz, and then we'll move on for the rest of it. Other than that, we're ready to go. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.